Happy New Year's, everybody. This is your boy Mana Negative, bringing you a deck profile. We are doing the Black Rose Dragon deck profile. This is probably one of my favorite decks. This is for the 2020, January pre-ban list, before the ban list hits. I'm sure really nothing in here is going to get hit, honestly. It's not really it's definitely not a meta deck, but it definitely can compete. I brought it to locals before at a very small card shop, and it did pretty fine. I only versed like heroes and stuff like that, so we didn't really have much of a challenge. Not saying heroes are bad or anything, but as long as we were able to wipe the board with Black Rose Dragon, of course, we didn't have no problems. Now I want to go ahead and bring this up. I'm not running Frozen Thorn in this. I know that's like a major card. I feel like my deck works a lot faster, and I get the cards that I need faster to my hands without using it. I feel like it's kind of a little bit cloggy. I know some people are going to be like, what? Well, that's just how I play. But let's go ahead and just jump into it. We're going to start off with the monsters first. So we play 3 copies of the White Rose Dragon. Sorry about the glare, guys. Pretty good card. Unfortunately, you have to normal summon to really get his ability, but at the end of the day, it's probably the second best. I'd say probably Rose Dragon in the main deck. Next, we're going to play 3 copies of the Blue Rose Dragon. It's pretty nice. It does specify when it's destroyed, you can special summon another monster, so that helps out a lot. Especially, you can run it into your opponent. You can dark hole it. You can do a whole number of things with it. But it can work. I usually just get it on the field and then just synchro with it, so I really don't use that effect. But the one I believe is the best, in my opinion, is the Red Rose Dragon. Red Rose Dragon, it's got pretty good defense. It has 1800 defense, so if you kind of break, you can put it in defense and it can survive a hit. It's got really good effects whenever you synchro it for a synchro monster. You can do a special summon, and then if it's like for a Black Rose, or if it's for a Black Rose Dragon, or for a plant synchro, I believe, you can add pretty much one of the spell or trap cards for the deck to the hand, which is very powerful. So this card, in my opinion, is the best because it does allow you to search the deck, as well as give you a bonus special summon to go into stronger synchros. So that kind of does it for the main dragons of the deck. Next, I play the 3 copies of the Dark Rose Fairy. Dark Rose Fairy is really good, especially if you special summon. Then she's a free special summon, and she's level 2, which is, it can be level 1 or level 2 and still work out, but level 2 is kind of nice because it does let you build into some of the weaker synchros, or it lets you kind of go a little higher into some of the stronger synchros. It's just a fair round, level. It's just easy. She also lets you recycle herself, but I don't really use that because I run 3 copies. It's one of my favorite cards of the deck. I run 2 copies of Rose Lover. Very beautiful card, if I must say so. Basically, you can get this into your graveyard either by, like card effect or Foolish Burial or something like that. And basically, you can banish her, and then you can do a special summon of a plant type monster. Now, that's what I was saying, because if you can banish her, special, the Dark Fairy, and then you start synchroing off that. That's a very powerful play because you can get like a level 7 with 1 turn as long as you have this card in the graveyard. I run only 2 because at 3 obviously it'll be cloggy. It doesn't fall under the Dark Rose type, but it does fall under the plant type, so it does help out in a way. Now, a really good card of this deck, I run triple Lone Fire Blossoms. Now, Lone Fire Blossom, it's been in the game for a while now, so you guys pretty much know what it does. You just tribute a plant type monster, including itself, to special summon another plant type monster on the field. That also goes into play like what I like doing. If I have like a slow hand, I like special summoning this card, the Rose Lover, in defense position, just so she can get blown up or synchroed or something like that, depending on what's going on. That way she's in the graveyard to make further plays. So I use either Lone Fire to do that, but also with Lone Fire, you can also, since you're special summoning for the tribute, you can also get the Dark Fairy out pretty easy too, which is very nice because, like I said, they may be low levels, but it does help climb in the Synchro game. The Synchro is supposed to be really good coming back. Hopefully this card doesn't get hit again because I know it was at 1 for a while. But we're gonna play triple Glow Up Bulb. Oops, I dropped another card in there. We're gonna run a triple Glow Up Bulb because same thing with Lone Fire. You get it on the field. You can run Foolish Burial, get it in the graveyard, and then you can banish it from the graveyard once per duel or match or whatever, and you can special summon it. It's very powerful. It's a tuner, it's a plant. It just works really well in the deck. Next, we are going to play, I think you've seen it because I accidentally dropped it, triple Destrudo. Now, Destrudo is very, very good. It probably makes the deck actually work. Destrudo, for those who don't know, pretty much you can pay half your life points if it's in if it's in your hand or in the graveyard, pay half your life points, target a monster, and you can reduce its level by the targeted monster's level, which it can either go into, like I said, you can get a very strong Synchro on the field with this card, or you can just go into like a level 6 easy with this card, because whenever you target a monster, you reduce its level. So it's also a tuner, which I really like. It's also dark and a dragon, so it kind of works in this deck. Because most of them are, I think they are almost all dark dragons. Yeah, they are. They're all dark dragons. So I played triple Black Garden. This is a kind of annoying card to actually play with, but it does help you out in the long run because any monster not summoned by Black Garden gets his attack cut in half, including yours. But if any player special summons, then the opposing person can get a token, as a plant token to their field, which is kind of cool because you can. There's multiple plays you can do this. I mean, if you special summon a bunch, which we kind of do, because we can special summon from our graveyard, special summon from our hand, special summon from the extra deck, all the one turn. We can fill the opponent's board up with this level 2 plant, tokens with 800 attack points. I mean, sure, link summoning is a thing. I don't know. Can you link with? I'm pretty sure you can link with tokens. But yeah, I mean, it pretty much fills your opponent's board up. So if you're versus something like Heroes or versus something like Predaplant or Fluffles or even like XYZ spam decks or something like that, something that doesn't revolve like Pendulum or something like that, you can fill the opponent's field and they can't really do much because they can't get the summons off. They can't, bring out a monster to start their combos. They're pretty much just stuck having the monsters on there. Plus, I mean, it lets us run into them and have the tokens on the field, honestly, is like, it honestly comes into play with a card that you're about to see. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out because I'm talking about it now. We played double Fragrance Storm. Fragrance Storm does not specify that you have to target your own plant type monsters. So you can literally target your opponent's token and you get a draw, and then if you can reveal the card to your opponent if it's a plant type and get an additional draw. So this is very good. It's kind of like a pot of greed. We do play a number of plants, so it's highly likely you'll get a plant type. But if you don't, either way, you still got a free draw for distributing your opponent's monster, quote unquote. I played 2 of these because this is like a snatch steal. We play Mark of the Rose. Pretty much what you want to do with this card, you do have to get the banish a plant type monster, but you get to pretty much take your opponent's monster, but you have to get it back at the end of every turn. But you keep getting it back as long as it's on the field. So you want to take your opponent's monster and then immediately just synchro into something and just start running into your opponent in battle phase. Or if it's a powerful monster, just run into your opponent anyway. It's a very fun card. At 3, it's a little cloggy. So we do play a decent number of plants, but at the same time, it's not as many plants because half of it's dragon and a little bit of fairy. The one Foolish Burial I was talking about, this card pretty much runs the deck. I know that's odd to say, but being able to throw like the Plant Princess and Glow Up Bulb and Destrudo and all those into the graveyard just because is very nice. Because I mean that's where the deck's really heavy on combo base. So being able just to throw them into the graveyard with just one card, it can start the whole process of you just dominating the field with synchros. Play one monster reborn, not necessary, but again, I mean, if we need a monster with a certain level that's in the graveyard, we can pull it out. Dark Hole. Don't play Regeki in this deck because graveyard effects are nasty, but Dark Hole will blow our own monsters up as well, and we have the Blue Rose Dragon, which gets the effect of getting blown up. So that kind of ends all the spells right there. And then we have triple, it's Blooming of the Darkest Rose. You can special summon token monsters if you have the field card up. You know, depending if your opponent has a field card up to, you get additional tokens. It's very nice. It helps with synchro plays again. And also, honestly, like, if you, for some reason, don't have a monster on board, it can save you. It's almost like a free scapegoat. I play 3 of them because, I mean, it's a target for the, what's it called? The Red Rose Dragon. So it's really like a deck thinner. This just adds it to my hand so I don't draw it later. These are all 1-ups. These are my last 4. Play a wiretap just for protection because you never know. Like, I might need to enter battle with something. Like, if I might not have a high enough level to make Black Rose Dragon this turn to blow up the field. So I just run the wiretap just to protect me, maybe a turn or 2. Same thing for Scrapper and Scarecrow. If I don't have something on the field, this glare right here is bad. If you have something on the field, this card is really good. I want to run 3, but it's kind of hard to really decide what you want to pull out of the deck to run 3 of them. So we don't really have much protection in the deck. That is one of the downfalls of it. But having the Scrap Iron Scarecrow really does keep you alive. We run 1 Peaceful Burial. I don't get this card a lot. I probably only drew it 1 time and never got to use it. But again, it's just kind of like the same thing as Foolish Burial. You know, get something in the grave. And then obviously the 1 Compulse. Compulse is just really good to bounce stuff that can't be blown up by card effects. And then we're gonna just jump into the Syncros. They're pretty basic. We're gonna run triple Black Rose Dragon. Obviously, Black Rose deck. Gotta run the boss. I run 1 Moonlight. I want to add another one, but I don't actually own one. Run Stardust. Very big combos for the Assault Spark. I have been able to make BLs. BLs wins a lot of my games. They're very powerful. Haven't made Leo yet, but he's there in case I get too many levels, especially with all the tokens. Same thing with Trishula. I think I've only made Trishula like once. Trishula, of course, is really good. This card's okay. I don't hate it. The Horus, it's not bad. I don't make it a lot though, so I really don't have any like advice on it when I get it out there. The 1 Stardust Warrior, I actually made this card a lot because getting that extra draw just for summoning it is super nice. And plus he's a level 6, so we can use Glow Up Bulb just to go ahead and go into a Black Rose after that. TG Hyper Librarian, same thing. I'll make him a lot, but if I do, I can get the draw for the other Synchros as long as I can keep them on the field. Only have the Synchron, or in case I get like a Formula Synchron, and only if I have like the Princess and a Glow Up Bulb on the field or something crazy like that. Some weird situation where I just need to get some more cards to my hand. Formula Synchron's really good. And I would like to play this at 3, but I only play it at 2 right now. The Garden Maiden. Whenever she's summoned, you gotta add the field spells from your deck to your hand. Super powerful, just getting the field spell from your deck to your hand. And then also in the graveyard, when she's into the graveyard, you can, I think, banish her to special summon a dragon synchro monster or something crazy like that. But you can use her to get the Black Rose Dragon Synchro from your graveyard to your field, and then or you can get the Moonlight to the field, or you can just special summon like the Tuner, which is really good, and just start going in combos from there. But I really get this guy out a lot, of course Black Rose a lot, and honestly this guy with Stardust Spark, the BLs and Stardust Spark together is a scary combo. Because you can literally Dark Hole, keep him alive, and I'm pretty sure BLs doesn't get destroyed by spell effects. Let's see. Let's see, can I be for better card of it? Yeah. So he survive. He'll survive and start a spark to save himself. So you can literally blow your opponent's board up or make a black rose, and you'll be fine. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it, guys. The black rose deck. I didn't want to get too much detail because there's a lot of plays that you can make, and when you explain synchro decks, you really have to be precise because you have to do a couple combos to get like certain levels out. But I don't play any links in this deck only because like you can make links easy in this deck, but at the same time like there's so many options for synchro monsters that's hard to pass up, and every turn you just about get a new synchro monster, if not two. Or maybe even 3 a turn, depending on what combos you're pulling out. But that's pretty much my Black Rose Dragon deck, guys. I really do appreciate you guys for watching. Happy New Year's again. Like I said, might not be your build, but it definitely is mine. I'm sorry about the light glare. I'm trying to stop that right there. Maybe get something right here. But you guys have an amazing day, and please sub. Bye-bye.